Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you what I actually eat in a day. So I know I did a meal prep video and yes, this is slightly different. So when I meal prep, I try to make things that I need to have easily accessible for the week ahead, or stuff I won't feel like cooking when I get back from work because I'm being lazy, or the gym or stuff like that, because I'm tired during the week. What I eat in the day though directly correlates to my macros. So I count macros, which I'm not sure if you know what that is, but it basically means that I count the amount of each macronutrient I eat a day. So I have a certain allotment of carbs, a certain amount of fat, a certain amount of protein, and it varies based on each person, based on their physical goals, their fitness goals, their activity levels, all that good stuff. I can explain macros more in another video if anyone's interested in my weird nutrition kicks. But I've been counting macros for a year now, and I just really like eating that way. It's less restrictive because I can pretty much eat what I want as long as I fit within those nutrient goals for the day. I try not to get my macros from unhealthy sources, but I'm human, so I do eat cookies and stuff like that every once in a while. And I really enjoy it. I used to be 40 pounds heavier last year, and I've lost 40 pounds so far. I'd still like to lose a little more weight, just for my, not physique goals, but CrossFit goals. There's some things that would be just easier for me to do if I had less weight on my body, but that's a whole nother story for another day, and very unrelated to anything else besides the fact that this is the reason why I'm counting macros. So in my meal prep, I showed you basically the main meals I'll be eating throughout the day, but in order to hit those macronutrients I was talking about, I do need to have a couple snacks in the day because I do have a really high protein goal. I don't know if it's necessarily high, but I don't like protein. Sorry, this guy's having a moment. So it's a hard macronutrient for me to hit because sorry, this guy's trying to get a toy. I do consume a lot of it, and I am not necessarily a giant fan of it. So it just feels harder for me than say a carb or a fat would be for me, because who would rather eat bread all day? So as I told you in my other video, I make sure I weigh everything. So I'm currently weighing out egg whites. I do 2 servings of them, which is equal to 92 grams. Even if I don't measure this accurately, I do need to know how many grams I did wind up consuming. Say I went over by 8 grams, so that way I can log it properly and put it in my food logs, because eventually if you start messing up a little bit, or if you go over by a little bit of grams, I know 8 grams of egg whites isn't a lot and it's protein, but if your diet's not working, or your calories aren't working, or your macros or whatever you're doing isn't working for you, those little tiny things can add up, and you can see where you're making a mistake easier if you have everything measured out. And that helps is anytime you put butter or a Pam or anything in your pan, make sure you weigh it. I know Pam doesn't have any macros, so I guess that one's not real. But so I use butter for my eggs. I use Kerrygold specifically. But I make sure I weigh my butter so that way I know exactly how much I use, because even though you're just using it to cook, your food will absorb that stuff. So you do need to actually accurately measure it, because this is fat, and if I don't have that measured, then I could be going over by my fat and not even realizing it. To my pan, I also added 2 eggs into my egg whites and a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt. And then over here on my toasting, I don't own a toaster. I have a toaster, well, not a toaster oven. I have a Insta fryer that's also a toaster oven, but it's a pain in the butt, and this works just fine. And yes, I do like my toast this burnt. I'm weird. But yeah, that's just me. I'm also making some hash browns. I put some onions in there and butter. These are going to take a minute to cook because I like crispy hash browns, in case you didn't catch on from the whole burnt toast scenario. So those are cooking right now. Again, I weighed out the butter I'm putting in here, and then I also weighed out the onions. These I already have pre-diced because we meal prepped, but I do like to make my breakfast from scratch every morning. Kind of helps me wake up as I'm doing it. And then I also like hot eggs. I don't like refrigerated eggs. They get gooey and weird. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe them. But yeah, so I also am going to put some avocado on this. I'll show you what I use for avocado, because I like to not have to go to the store every day. So I buy these like little avocado pads. Hang on, let me grab them. These are the avocado pads I have. They come like this. These aren't usually the ones I buy. I usually actually buy same brand, the Holy Guacamole, but it's literally mashed avocado. They last longer and you always get like perfect avocado every time. And then the one in the mashed avocado, there's no other ingredients. It's literally like avocados and salt. So I can add anything I wanted to make my avocado toast. I don't mind spicy stuff, so these were on sale and I had my Instacart shopper just buy these this week. They were buy one, get one free. And avocado is expensive when it comes like that. Okay, so this is the finished breakfast. We have the 2 eggs and 2 egg whites we weighed out. We have some hash browns we made with some onions, avocado toast. I put some everything but the bagel seasoning on top, as well as some sriracha and then some black coffee. And then I'm gonna eat this before I go to the gym. I always eat first thing when I wake up, and before I work out. I don't like working out on an empty stomach. I like to jumpstart my day right. Hi, so I just finished up at the gym, and then I have a pretty high protein goal I have to meet. It's really not that high, it just feels high because I don't enjoy eating protein, because like why wouldn't I rather eat carbs? But like, hey, that's just me. So I have the Fairlife after the gym. It's 30 grams of protein and it's lactate free. I am lactose intolerant, although like I do try to eat whey protein. It bothers my stomach like a little, but it's better for me and it's more complete protein, so I just kind of suck it up. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. And then I have a banana because I use that to hit some of my carbs. I try to get a couple servings of fruit in a day and veggies, just because, you know, like technically I can get my carbs from whatever source I want to get my carbs from, but the fruit definitely helps my digestive system a little better, and obviously it's like way better for me than like using all my carbs and fat on like potato chips. But that's just me. I don't know, I think it matters where you get your carb sources from, but like in theory, when you count macros, you can use whatever carb sources you want. Okay, so now we're gonna have lunch, and I'm reheating that carnita style chicken that I made in my last video I showed you, so that way it's hot for lunchtime. And then I have, hang on, let me switch the angle. And then over here I have 2 corn hard shells that I heated up in the oven for a little bit because I like them warm, from Trader Joe's. And then I chopped up a little bit of jalapeno and a little bit of onion. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on top and the chicken in there, and that's what I'm gonna be eating for lunch today. Okay, and then for dinner, I am making my fried rice. So this is all 4 servings of rice. There's 2 eggs in there, some onions, soy sauce, sesame oil, and butter, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and then I'm gonna add some red chili flake in there in case I have some extra during the week when my husband gets home. He does not like spicy food, so I'm gonna leave that out and put it on my individual serving. But when I did my meal prep video, I was just exhausted, so I didn't actually make the fried rice, but now I'm doing it as all 4 portions. So I took the brown rice we made and turned it into this, and I'm just gonna let the sauce kind of like cook in and meld with the spices a little and the egg and all that good stuff. And then I'm gonna divide it into 4 servings, and I'm gonna give myself a serving. And then this is a quarter of the chicken we made with the ginger and the soy on it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, this is just what I have set up for lunch tomorrow, but I eat this as a snack between my tacos and my fried rice, but it's just 100 grams of raspberries and some yogurt. I forgot to film it. I guess I was hungrier than I realized when I was having snack time. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I eat in the day. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, please feel free to like, that was my dog, like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all of you, and if you want to see like more of this kind of stuff, let me know, and then like I can do another video explaining like how I got into macronutrients and exactly what they are. But like this is pretty much how I count my food in a day. I have an app called MyFitnessPal where I like plan all this ahead of time, so like I do that in conjunction with my meal prep, like see exactly what I'm going to be eating when, so that way I made sure I'm not going over or under my macros, and I kind of like plan ahead. But like meal prepping is a great way for people to plan, even if you don't have any like goals to lose weight or like gain weight or any of that, but just like even to save money, it helps a lot, because I know exactly what I'm eating all week, and we try to only go out to eat like once a week, just because there's like a lot of sodium in food when you eat out, and you can't really like tell what they put in it, and two, like it saves us a lot of money, and my husband's working on being a pilot and that's expensive. But yeah, so please like, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think, and thank y'all for watching and sticking till the end again with me.